Welcome to the weekly weather briefing, National Weather Service, Spokane, Washington, for the week of Monday, July 13th, 2015. As far as the overview goes, the main concerns we are worried about for today, and less of a chance tomorrow on Tuesday, will be thunderstorms. Some of these which could be severe, which we'll go over. Following the frontal passage that will produce these thunderstorms, we will have windy conditions and drier conditions for Wednesday and Thursday, and yet late Thursday night and into Friday, we will see yet another cold front. This cold front will be coming down from the north and have breezy winds all the way through Friday, and that will bring a decent cool down, and actually temperatures will be below normal for first time in quite some time. Friday through Monday, cooler, below normal temperatures, as I've mentioned, breezy north winds. And there is a bit of a low confidence to this forecast, given that it's 5-6 days out. Here is the current satellite image. As far as the thunder goes, if you notice the reds and pink colors over northeast Oregon and southern BC. The stuff in northeast Oregon, that is the stuff we're really focusing on for this afternoon. That will move northeast and produce possibly some strong thunderstorms. The other area of concern is northeast Washington and the North Idaho Panhandle. This radar image is showing the beginning of the thunderstorms developing over northeast Oregon. You see some of the yellow there. And this whole area of radar coverage is supposed to expand in aerial coverage and intensify, becoming more yellow, and you also see some red colors, especially southeast Washington and the North Idaho Panhandle. As far as a graphic for the shower and thunderstorm chances today, those will be increasing. In fact, they're already going on right now, just beginning. Again, strong thunderstorms in northeast Washington, North Idaho Panhandle possible, but the main threat is going to be strong thunderstorms southeast, possibly some large hail and gusty winds and some heavy rains. The impact summary: lightning strikes could, even though they're wet, thunderstorms could spark some fires. Confidence low to moderate. The other issue, if fires get started from these thunderstorms, wind gusts could fan these flames, but because the thunderstorms are fairly wet, we do not expect these fires, if started, to spread rapidly. And again, confidence is high for scattered wet thunderstorms today. And the other thing we did want to mention, because it's been an issue lately, for those areas of recent burn scars where we have had wildfire starts, if any of these thunderstorms happen to repeatedly form over the same area, or get new thunderstorms moving over the same area repeatedly, flash flooding is possible with debris flows, and the main areas of concern, again, as usual, are the east slopes of the Cascade Mountains. Wind gusts for Thursday, and this will be after the frontal passage that we have seen today. We're expecting wind gusts in the Cascade Gap areas, in other words, the Wenatchee River Valley, Ellensburg, and what you're seeing here on the screen is wind gusts anywhere between 20 and 40 miles per hour, and that is not unusual. It's interesting that late Thursday night and Friday morning, we will see that frontal passage that I mentioned earlier. And when I go to the next slide, you'll see the greens and the yellows, which are the higher gusts, transition to the Okanagan Valley. What that means is, if I go to the slide previous, again, those are westerly winds channeled through the gap valleys of the east slopes of the Cascades. But once we get that frontal passage, winds will change from the north. And there you go. Those are the northerly winds down the Okanagan Valley. We typically see wind gusts near Oroville. It shows 28 miles per hour, but we can typically see gusts up to 40-45 miles per hour near the surroundings of Oroville. Omak, we're looking for 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, and a little bit less so in Republic, even though it says 25 miles per hour. And those are the wind gusts on Friday, and those will translate down through south through the Columbia Basin, but remain the strongest channeled through the Okanagan Valley. Accompanying the frontal passage on Friday, especially in the afternoon, it's going to be fairly dry. However, there is a slight chance that we could see some thunderstorms, mainly over the Cascades, northeast Washington, and the Idaho Panhandle on Friday. The afternoon high temperatures on Friday, and the reason I'm showing this graph is because if you look at Spokane and a number of these cities, a lot of these cities are actually below normal temperatures, high temperatures. We may see a few of those today, Monday, but Friday, when this frontal passage occurs, it's been a while since we've seen temperatures that are below normal. So that is a much needed break and a relief. And a couple cities, this shows the cooling trend. The top graph, the dash line is normal, and you can see a number of days, even for Wenatchee, below normal temperatures. But the main thing to look out for Wenatchee is those very breezy, gusty winds on Thursday, west winds I was talking about, anywhere between 20 and 30 miles per hour. Another point I wanted to show would be Omak. Again, with the winds and frontal passage, if you look at the bottom blue graph, we're seeing anywhere between 20 and 30 mile per hour winds, and that's going to be Thursday night, and especially into Friday and Friday night, with northerly winds behind the front. And last, Spokane. I wanted to show the cooling trend for Spokane. Again, that dashed line for temperatures. If we look at Friday, we're only looking in the upper 70s. That's quite a bit below normal. Nice relief. And the 8 to 10 day outlook, valid the 21st through the 27th. And if you look at the temperature graphic, it's been an awful long time that we have seen blue anywhere near the Pacific Northwest for temperatures. Blue being below normal, with the B you see over southern Idaho. A little bit over to the right, the precipitation, next 8 to 14 days, above normal precipitation. That too is a change. So this concludes the briefing. Again, stay informed, social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And that will end the briefing.